What's going on, guys? Welcome to part 2 with this Izzet Prowess deck. If you did not check out part 1, I highly suggest you do so. We had 3 straight wins, which feels great. I will say this deck seems very, very efficient and very well stocked against a lot of different decks, and I like that quite a bit. This is a very interesting hand. We're going to try this, mostly because we can get an early one of these down. I know we're missing red mana, but with double opt here, I'm hoping that we can kind of get there quickly. But we'll see. Nice lifelink deck. That's going to be annoying. Yeah, we did have a very, very lucky first video, so I do recommend checking that one out if you're interested. Not good, not good. We may lose this one pretty quickly. Our frame rates were dropping there anyway, so maybe it's not the worst thing. But I do hope I hope you guys are enjoying these gameplay videos. We're really trying to chug these out for you guys. To make sure that we've got as many of them out for everybody as possible. I think it's really important that we get these out early. Wow, we have so many ops. Okay, let's do it. We really need a red land. I know we kind of need any land, but we really need a red land, like bad. If we get a red land, we can crash through and then Stormwing Entity, which is very good. But, oh yes. Okay, let's do it. We have to. I mean, I think we really do have to. So that's good too, because it does mean we'll get Crackling Drakes down. Land, I don't know actually. Let's do that. I do kind of want both of those, but we'll see. So next turn, we'll see what we want to do. We've got some options here. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna get both of these attacking in there. We're gonna skewer, targeting this guy because that's a problem card for sure. And then we'll see what they want to do. Let's see. So we do have to be careful with this card. We can't let them gain too much life. That's gonna be a problem if we do. So, wow. Okay. Fair enough. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so let's see. I kind of want to do this for 3. Get you. We'll get you. Auto pay. That's fine. Let's get a bunch of stuff going here. Let's go ahead and draw. And let's go ahead and skewer. We're going to skewer this again. Man, Finale is like super, super good. We'll keep that land actually. And we're gonna attack in. That's a big hit. That's a pretty big hit. We do have lethal next turn if they don't deal with this. Granted, they are gonna be able to gain some life, so there is that, but we're doing an okay job at least of keeping them off of some stuff, so that's good. I know, yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and play this. We'll draw a card first. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna attack. We'll let them block however they decide to. Perfect. We'll do this. This doesn't quite win it for us though, if I'm not mistaken, because they do have lifelink here. Oh no, I'm wrong. This definitely wins it for us because we get that extra counter. I always forget about that extra counter. Man. So efficient. So efficient. So clean. So efficient. Really interesting deck on the opponent's end, though. I'm interested to see how that plays out. Man, great start. Absolutely love it. We're 4 minutes in, and we are kicking some butt. Hopefully, we can continue this. I really, really like the Spells Matters list, and I do think Stormwing Entity, while not even necessarily the, like, you know, the huge powerhouse card of the deck, I think it really adds some efficiency and just another really, really solid threat. I think it definitely does its job exactly as it needs to. This is an interesting hand. We're gonna try. This has absolutely 0 threats, which is a bit of a problem, but we're gonna try it. I'm leaning more on opt here. May or may not be correct, but I think in this instance it works out. I'm gonna put that on the bottom because now we are gonna be looking for, we need threats. 100%. Sorry if the frame rates dip a little bit here, guys, by the way. All right, well, let's just go ahead and put a mountain out there and see what happens. Looks like they're playing potentially like Dimir Flash or something along those lines. So we'll just play this out and we'll pass. We could try and draw a card here, but I don't actually think we want to. Let's resolve that and let's shock it. Again, we're 1-for-1ing pretty much everything that they do. That's our goal. And thankfully, some of our, you know, shocks and things like that at least can be played at the end step, which does make it a little bit easier for us. Chances are they've got like a Slitherwisp or, you know, something along those lines. So I'm going to pass. We have another shock. Yep, called it. Let's kill it. Immediately kill it. Slitherwisp is a huge problem card. Absolutely hate that card. Hate playing against it. Love playing it. It's a fun card, but let's do this. We'll try for the Crackling Drake. Chances are they've got a counter. They did not have a counter. Do they have a spell to deal with it now that it's hit, though, is the question. Oh, and we drew a shock. Oh, how perfect. That's just so perfect. Let's see if they do anything. We're going to shock it too. Oh, that we can't shock. Fair enough. Hopefully, that's actually fine because we can skewer. But yeah, I mean, that's a great card. No doubt about it. Ooh, mean. Very mean. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. Unfortunately, that means they get this. Granted, we get to 2-for-1 them when it comes to, you know, we're going to skewer that, obviously. Yeah, you got it. That's the only danger with mutate is that you do get 2-for-1 fairly often, or even more than that if you start mutating multiple times. Yep, draw your card, that's fine. What you going to do, opponent? Interesting to see if they actually play anything else out here. For 1. Really? I'm going to try and just kill this now. Let's just see what happens. Let's see if they have a counter. I was baiting more than anything, but they left up mana very intentionally here. Let's do this. See what they do. This is a very interesting matchup, I will say. Good. Okay, got rid of that. We're going to end the turn. We get to leave up this Bonecrusher Giant, which feels good. I don't know what they're talking about. They're just like talking here. My turn. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm playing this super safe because, again, this is a Simic or a Dimir Flash deck, so I just kind of have to assume that they're going to be playing stuff at the end of the turn. So all of these like little burn spells and things like that are really, really good for us. Okay. I'm gonna poke them. And we'll see what they do here. We could have Finale to like pull back skewers, so like not super worried about this. We can also just play out the Bonecrusher Giant, which is like not a bad idea. See if they have a counter. Doesn't look like they do. Let's go ahead and crash through. Let's just draw a card here. We need to get some other stuff going, so I'd rather get some draws here. Okay. If they mutate onto this, they get to bounce this, but if they bounce this, we get to shock again. So that's part of why I didn't feel too bad putting this out against the Shore Shark here. This is an interesting game, though, I will say. Thankfully, Finale of Promise really going to be coming in handy, but I want to make sure that we've got some good targets. This is definitely one. Dirgebat on top of this would be great, but because this has mutate, I kind of want them to see. I want to see what they're going to do. Okay. I mean, sure. I'll trade. That's fine. They have Sorin's Thirst in their deck. What is this deck? Yeah, that's fine. Deal 2, my friend. I don't... That was such a random... We're going to take 2 here, but I'm doing this. This is so inefficient. So inefficient. Oh, they get to counter it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. But now they have no cards in hand. And we take 4, but we have a finale in our hands, so that's fine. Let's do this for 1, 2, 3 so we can actually kill that. We'll just draw a card here, because I do think we need to auto pay. That's fine. Draw a card and skewer. Get rid of that. And let's draw. Sure. It's not very exciting, but we're in the game of we need better top decks than them, and this answers most of their deck, it seems. So I'm gonna keep it. We'll see what we can do. They do have the ability to scry every turn, which is pretty important, and apparently we can only draw lands, but that's okay. I guess technically once we get to like finale X equals 10, we're in great shape. Sure. That's annoying, and this being sorcery speed is slightly annoying, but it is what it is. I think you could, there's a world where you sub this out for like Scorching Dragonfire, which does the same amount of damage to a creature or planeswalker only. But I think that there's a world where that makes a lot more sense. Maybe I'm wrong, but just skewer it. We're just not hitting threats. That's really the takeaway here. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. If we had like even just a Sprite Dragon or something we could have played out here, then skewered, I mean, that's fine. We can do it again. I mean, they get to scry 2 here, so chances are they're going to have a decent top deck. This is a really interesting game. Both to the top. Okay. So chances are they're both threats, which is fine. And chances are we're not going to be in great shape here, but we're going to go ahead and play this out, and we're actually not going to attack. We're going to pass. If we attack, we just lose to an oncoming attack. Oops, sorry, just like kicked the crap out of my desk. So what do we need? Spells. Shock would be great, but we've used like quite a number of our shocks already. Bonecrusher Giant would be fine. Be very good, in fact. This is an odd deck, though. The fact that they have Sorin's Thirst in their deck is quite odd, and even the Shore Shark. Shore Shark is fine, but like it's not really a go-to. I would think there would be better options out there. We're not going to block. Finale. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so close. I mean, we need a lot more, but we do 3 again. Let's draw and let's skewer. So I get to counter. Skewer that. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. I still don't think we can attack, though, unless we can get another threat out. Then maybe we can, but I don't think we have the luxury of attacking here. Oh, well, that helps. That really helps, actually. Ooh. Hey, look, we found our threats. Yeah, I'm gonna keep both of those. We'll just be able to start powering out a bunch of stuff. So the question is, do we attack here? That's not very helpful on their end. I don't think we do. Isn't that terrible? I would love to, but I don't think we do. The reason being, if they've got another Shore Shark, for instance, they mutate out onto this, and then they get to bounce one of our creatures, so we need to have 2 available to actually block, and for sure know we can block. So, or like a Dirge Bat would do it. Like, there's so many options. Oh, terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, but now Now we actually can start going for it. Let's attack in. Let's play our 13-4. Ooh, that was close. I mean, we have to, but draw our card, and then we get another Stormwing Entity. So, again, oh, wait, no. Oops. That was my mistake. Oh, crap, we lose. Oh, guys, we lose. Oh, that was a mistake on my end. I should have only attacked with one. I miscounted. I was thinking the Stormwing was going to cost 2, but of course we didn't play an instant or sorcery. That was my bad. All right, last game. Let's get this one knocked out. Feeling pretty good, though, still with this deck. I think that was just a misplay on my end, so that's fine. I don't think that's a fault of the deck. So let's jump in and see what we can do. All right. Sorry, guys. Had to send a quick text. We are heading out very, very soon, so I'm going to finish this one up, and then we will hopefully get these videos up today. We'll see. I would very much like to if I can. We have a nice hand here, though, I will say. Okay. Let's get you down. I'm actually going to lean on the Sprite Dragon first, and I'm going to bank on them wanting to be a bit more aggro. That might be incorrect, but we're going to try it. We'll see what happens. If they don't have burn spells, then we're going to be great. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's crash through first. Let's get this out of shock range. That's going to be pretty crucial. That's helpful because, again, we don't have to take damage. And I'm going to kill this Fervent Champion. Just so if they have another Fervent Champion, I'm not going to attack now. We have the ability to block it still. Okay. That's fine. Now they're in a position where they can't really attack. All right, first things first. We're going to crash through. Ooh, that's a good card. Okay, let's attack. I don't actually know what the right play is. We're gonna... I don't think so. We're gonna kill. We're gonna attack them. I say kill. We're gonna attack them. We do get to skewer. We're gonna get rid of this. I don't know that that's 100% correct, but we don't want them to flood the board too much here because they're gonna have ways to deal with stuff. Next turn though, we're gonna be able to get some things down on our own. That's gonna be really helpful. Wow, that's good. Yeah. Whew. A shock and they win. Really just they attack and they win. Let's draw a card. We're gonna pass, but they just win by attacking. So, all right. Well, that was a super quick game. Okay, that kind of worked out though. So, okay. First of all, the game before this one was definitely a misplay on my end. We could have very easily won had I not attacked with both creatures. So that was my mistake. Should have played a little bit more defensively. However, that wasn't the fault of the deck. That was my fault. That one was just, we didn't get there in time, so that's fine. And I could have played differently, so I'm sure there was something there. But as far as this deck goes, I think it is such a good starting point for the Spells Matters kind of Izzet Prowess deck. I think this is a very, very solid starting point. Stormwing Entity, very, very good. I never felt like it was bad to draw it. There were certain times where it would have been great to have drawn it, and we didn't, but it helped fix, not only give us a threat in the air or something to block with, but it also helped fix the top of our deck to get us to where we needed to be. Finale, amazing. I just haven't played much with that card, but my goodness, it was great. And the fact that this has so much burn and so many efficient spells to deal with the board, and then also some very, very aggressive creatures, just really, really puts it over the top for me. I think this is a fantastic deck. Great starting point. I would recommend maybe playing around with it a little bit. I know I mentioned Scorching Dragonfire as a potential instead of like Skewer the Critics and stuff like that. There's reasons for that. One, that it's instant speed, and two, it's a little bit cheaper some of the time. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's better. I think there obviously Skewer the Critics hits anything, and it can be cheaper. It just, you have to have dealt damage first, and sometimes you can't. So there's some flexible spots here that I think would be really fun to try out. But overall, this is a great starting point. I would recommend trying it out. The list will be down below, so if you're interested, please do check it out. I really, really enjoyed this one. I hope you guys did. Make sure to leave deck suggestions for us in our Discord. We'd really appreciate it. But with that, I'm going to get out of here. I got to hit the road, and we're heading out of town for a little bit, so we'll be heading out. But I do hope we can get these up for you guys. Hopefully we can, and I'll see you in the next one. I really appreciate you guys watching, so thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you in the next video.